Alrighty, so week 1 in CIT-82 Web Technologies 100% online in a 9-week compressed mode class. Sorry, that was a lot of information all at once, but hopefully you already knew most of this, right? So this is an online class. This is focused on web technologies. This is a compressed class, which basically means this is an 18-week class in 9 weeks. So basically it's like 2 weeks of work in one. So it clips along pretty quickly, and you really have to stay focused. So this is your attendance. So each week what I will do is there'll be videos that support the content that I've given you already. But what I will do in the attendance for that week is I will give you an overview of what you're about to see and give you any heads up about certain things. So what I want you to understand in this first video is that for those of you that have been enrolled since the end of the fall 2018 semester, you didn't get my welcome email. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send another email that says, hey, go find attendance. It's ready for you to post. And then underneath that, I will post what I sent to the enrolled students at that point. So if for some reason you didn't see it, you will have the benefit of that, because that email really said, here's the things that you need to do. Watch week 0, go get the required materials. Pretty simple. It's a Fresno County Library card. I talk all about that in more detail later. Right, so I want to give you, because I know I've been checking the enrollments, and there's probably been 5 or 6 people that have enrolled since I sent that email out, so you didn't get the benefit of that. But more than anything, in this first video, before I turn over and just look quickly at what you have for week 1, is I want to just tell you how attendance is, how it works in this class. And here's what you can know is it's not graded, even though you'll see like a 1 point in your grade book. That's just so that I can say if you were here or not. And it doesn't count towards your grade. It's a reporting requirement I have so that I can tell the campus if the student was there. And in an online class, it works a little differently, right? It's like I don't see you, but so this is the way you basically stick your head in and go, hey, I'm here this week, okay? So if you have a reporting requirement, then it's really important that you do this. And even if not, it's one of the things I look at as far as a signal. And a signal means it's one of the things I look at when I review your grade. So if you don't do attendance, it's not like I'm going to drop you, but if you're not working and not doing attendance, it's pretty much a case for me to go, hey, and you'll hear from me going, listen, hey, this, just what I said before, this class goes really fast, make sure you stay on track and do attendance, right? Just so you know you got that done. So I will open attendance, and that's why I'm actually doing this before the official start of the semester. I open attendance the Friday before the week we're coming into, and then I will close it at noon on the Friday ending that week. So a week from today on the 18th. So this is the 11th. And so again, school doesn't start until the 14th, but you can do it any time between now and the 18th. Each week you only have to show the attendance once. Okay, and if for some reason, if you come in after noon on next Friday and you try to do attendance, you won't be able to, because I will still allow the video to be reviewed, but you can't show attendance because I just need a cutoff point. So hopefully that kind of gives you an overview of how it works. And you're welcome to ask me questions in this post if you want any clarification. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to turn to the course and just briefly look over the work you have for this week, and just do that so that you know what's heading at you. Okay, so for our course, and again, you'll see in the bottom of the email that I sent you, watching the week 0 welcome video, really important. Joining class chat is optional, although I have had a few of you already on there and asking questions. It requires a Gmail account. And then this is the attendance post, right? So this is the post after I finish recording here. Well, this is from last semester. After I finish recording here, I will post that. And so all you have to do is a simple reply. Okay. All right, so that's the easiest thing you'll get to do this week. But these other things aren't too bad either, right? So what you can see here is for our first due date, there is 3 items. And this is fairly way you'll see it for every due date, which will be Monday and Thursday here on out. But again, you'll hear more about that in the lecture here. So this is a lecture, and you're going to end up taking notes on a system that you're going to learn called GitHub is actually the website, and what we're using is Git. So these instructions were recorded last semester. I don't have any notes saying that there was anything that students needed clarification on. So you'll work through these. You'll work through this first one, just setting everything up. And then on the second one, you'll actually take notes in a file, and a different kind of file than probably most of you have seen, and it ends with an MD, but not to worry about that. It's just out on the web, and it's in this system called GitHub. So one of the first things you're going to want to do is actually email me once you set up, because I'm guessing most of you do not have a GitHub account. Then it's a free account. And you'll just set up the account, and then you'll email me saying, hey, I got that done. And then what I do is I add you into the course organization. So that's a really important thing to do, because if you're waiting until the last minute on that, I'm not up until midnight on January 17th. So if you're asking me at 11 or even really after 7 o'clock at night possibly, that's probably too late. So get on that, just making sure you have that part down. And then on the next one, we'll actually have another hands-on experience, or an experience of using Markdown. So Markdown is it's a scaled-down version of HTML, and again, this talks about it in here, and it goes through in more detail. Now, the thing I'd want you to just understand is that the lectures are between you and I. These go into your private repos. The hands-on and the current topics, these are for all of us to see. They do require replies. I believe I have a reply. Yeah, and at least one. Like I will say, if there's a like in this case, I've only done one. But oftentimes it's 2, so just read carefully on that. And then the last video, or the last item you'll have, is actually using this new system you've been introduced to actually take a print screen, and then in that print screen is posted out on the system, and then embed it into here. So I do remember at the very end of this, it got a little bit clunky, but again, I believe you should get through that no problem. But if you are having challenges, right, either get on class chat or email me. And now in this one, you can see that there's 2 replies too, so make sure you do that. And then tell us a little something about yourself. I do give a word minimum there, and what OS you're using for this course. Okay, so those are the first 3 items. And again, because it's a 9-week course, this is going to feel like, wow, 3 due the first week, yeah. And then it'll be for the next item, 3 due, next item. And then so really in a week, you have 6 items due. That's why you really need to pace yourself and make sure you've scheduled enough time to get this work done. Okay? All right, so that's your week 1 attendance post. Look forward to connecting with you either purely online or right in my office. I'm actually in my office today, BE 113 here on campus. My office, if I look out my office door, I see the social science building. So if you know where that is, and if I look that way, I would see the bookstore. So I'm pretty close to the bookstore. If you're ever on campus, even if you don't have anything specific, I just enjoy saying hi to you. So come by if you can. Otherwise, reach out in whichever way it makes sense for you. Have a great one, and I will talk to you soon.